Hi guys, I'm going to show you guys how to draw something today. Two of the more challenging things to draw out of all the things to draw. But I'm not going to tell you what we're drawing right away. I'm just going to tell you what to draw, and you can follow along, and then you'll begin to see what's taking shape, okay? You're going to need a pencil. This time you're going to need a pencil. You're going to need an eraser. Doesn't matter what kind of eraser, but not one of those erasers that just makes this smudgy red mess. You want something that's actually going to erase. Doesn't have to be like this, but as long as it works. And a pencil and a marker of any kind. So first of all, we're going to draw a rhombus. Do you know what a rhombus is? This is a rhombus. Oh, that's just a line. The rhombus is coming soon. This pencil's not very good, but you can use a good pencil or you can use a bad pencil as long as you can erase it. But this is a rhombus, okay? So that's just a practice rhombus, okay? But we're going to draw a more extreme rhombus. This is a practice one too. It's a little bit more, I guess it's even kind of a sideways diamond, okay? All right, this is the one that counts. Don't draw it too dark because you're going to want to erase it. Okay, pretty simple, all right? And now, between this point and this point, we're going to make a line, okay? And then find this point right here, and you're going to want to make a circle. It's going to want to have the dot right in the middle, okay? And you're going to want to make a circle. Keep that dot right in the middle. You can sketch it out if you need to, because it's all going to be erased anyway. Right there, okay? But don't make it so it touches this part. Make it just, it could come in the middle of this triangle. It could be small even. And then from this line here, from this point here, you're going to want to make a line. It's going to be pretty much parallel with this line, but maybe a little bit out, okay? There's mine. And you're going to want to go a little bit past on this side too, or a lot past. It really doesn't matter how far you go past, but you're going to have to deal with it when the time comes. Okay. And now, wherever your point ends up on this side, make a little point at the end of your line down here, okay? You're going to want to make another circle. Maybe you know what this is now. But you're going to want to make another circle and keep it so it doesn't touch, so it doesn't hit this line anywhere, okay? Keep that dot right in the middle at the end of that line, okay? Now you just drew one of the hardest forms of any of the forms to draw. Can you tell what this is? Probably. And then on top of this part, you can make a little poopy. I'm sorry if you're not allowed to say poopy. I won't. You can make a little, let's just call it a smudge. And then up here, you're gonna make a black ball, okay? And then at the bottom, between these two circles, where this point is, you're going to want to make a small circle, okay? And at this point here, way over here, you're going to make another circle about the same size as that circle. I'm going to teach you to draw something else now, okay? Actually, those last circles, well, don't worry about those. But here, you know how to draw waves? This is kind of the simple way that people draw waves when they draw the ocean. You just do like that, okay? Now, you're going to take those waves and put them in a circle. Can you do that shape? It's a little tricky because it's hard to end right on that point that you started. I can almost never do it. And it looks a little wonky, but that's going to be okay, because who's counting But you're going to make one of those around this line. This is just a guideline here. This is going to be what you're going to have right here. Wow. It could be even smaller waves than that. In fact, it'd probably be better if it's a little smaller. But we'll go over that with our marker. I might need to get a skinny marker. I was going to use a Sharpie. But you can still make do with it. I'll try to make do with my Sharpie. Okay. And now, you're going to make another little smudgy line right up here. Okay? Right on this line, between this circle and this, you're going to want to make a little smudgy line right here. Ooh. And then down here, this one, don't put your smudgy line, this smudgy line is going to be exactly on the opposite side of this circle from this smudgy line, okay? So don't worry about this shape. Don't think about that shape. Just think about the circle, this little smudgy line, and put your other smudgy line right on the opposite side, okay? Maybe my lines are too dark to erase. Hopefully not. And now, what we're going to do is we're going to draw another line between this shape and this shape, just to the edge of that, okay? Make it as straight as you can. Don't beat yourself up if it's not too straight. And then on the other side, you're going to make another one, just like that. Good. Also, if you want to give your bicycle, a spoiler alert, this is a bicycle. If you want to make your bicycle have another gear, which I think most bicycles have more than just two, but maybe not. I don't know bicycles too well, as you can tell. Just kidding. Make another little spoke right here. There's another gear. That's a fancy looking bicycle now. Okay, moving right along. What you're going to want to do up here is you're going to want to make this shape here, like cover that with like an ice cream cone. Just make that make that shape right there, just on top. Okay, it could just be like bloop, just like a snowball fell on top of it. Bloop. Okay, and then put one right behind it. So that just means a little bit over it, just a tiny bit over it, so it looks like there's something behind it. Okay, and now we're going to draw arms coming out of this, so it's just a noodle. Okay, but let's hold off on that for now. Let's put another little blob right here. Blob. And then now let's draw our arms to the blob, because this is the body. So kind of a bent line. Three bent lines. Zip, zip, zip. And if you come too far over this way, then you'll have to draw 4 bent lines to show that there's an arm. Otherwise, you have one really, really fat arm on the right side, which is fine too, if that's what you want. Now, here's another important part, drawing something difficult that's usually difficult to draw. What we're going to do is make another circle that's about twice as big as this circle, okay? So in that case, we'll draw 3 circles. So that way we know it's twice. So same size. This is what twice as big means. This is the same size, and there's twice as big, okay? If it's this big, then it's twice as big, just like that. Okay? And now we're going to make a C shape right here, okay? In the front of these two, of this circle here, we're going to put a C shape. And then on top, we're going to make an M shape Not exactly. It depends on how you draw M's. So we'll make an A shape, a rounded A shape without the line, okay? Here's an A without the line. All right, a rounded A shape. And then just to the left of that, draw an incomplete A shape that comes right to the edge. So basically it's behind, okay? This is a little advanced. If you're doing really well, I really commend you. We're moving pretty quick. We're going to draw 2 dots here on this thing. At the very end, at the very point of this C, we're going to draw a dot. Okay? And then right, well, anywhere you like actually, but I'm going to put mine right here. Another dot right in front, which is going to be the I, okay? And now I want you to smooth out, see this circle and this circle, or see this? I want this to be a little smoother right here. So we're gonna make a little, it's a line that's going this way, but just very subtly, okay? It's between this rounded shape and this rounded shape, okay? And we're gonna do the same thing up here, so it smooths it out a little bit. We have pretty scratchy lines right now, but once our marker goes down, it's gonna be a lot more clear, okay? And now, let's put another bended shape that goes right to the middle, right to this point. Sort of near this, okay? Bended shape sort of near this, but it's definitely in the middle of this form, okay? Of this shape. But don't go all the way. But you can go all the way if you're gonna bend it and go right to the edge, then you can go all the way. And that's just what I did. Bend it and go right to the edge of that blob form. And then we're gonna make another C shape on this side, okay? About this big, so it's still inside this box. And then finish the leg. So you can keep it nice and rounded, and you can hit that circle, boom, with a hard angle. This is a smooth angle, smooth angle, smooth angle, pop. There's a sharp angle right there, okay? And then this one. All right, so let's draw another line going down here. Bend the angle. And most of that's going to be behind this thing, so don't worry too much about that. And another line, make it a little skinnier than this leg because it's behind it. Okay, and guess what? You're drawing a bear riding on a bicycle. Isn't that neat? Bicycles are super hard to draw. Bears are super hard to draw. Okay, and then there's going to be spokes, if that's what they're called. I think so, spokes. These are gears, these are spokes. So spoke, 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 spoke. I'm a spokesperson. Okay, let's get our Sharpie out, and then we're gonna make everything more solid. And make sure you don't fill that in. We want to keep the bear one solid form, okay? So I'm going to show you how I do that. I'm going to do the hand first, okay? Well, we can draw that. We can fill that in black. Go over the hand first. And then when you come to the edge of the body, just stop, okay? And then, well, you can go a little bit further in. So he's got an armpit. And then this, and then this part, and then stop. Don't go too far because you want to make sure his leg's connected to his body. Do the front of the leg, round off that foot, and come up to the top here. See how everything is one form? It's not just a bunch of disconnected forms. That's the goal, okay? But if you don't do it perfect, then that's all right. But that's one of the challenges of cartooning. Oh, I got too big. These things happen. All right, this line is going to be behind. Beautiful. And now, let's see, let's do the seat. So it's not gonna go past the leg, even though you sketched it out, that part's not gonna be there because the leg's in front of it, okay? That's what's great about sketching things out first. There's your seat. And the seat goes down just like that line there. And we're gonna make our spokes now. The wave, rounded wave, not spokes, gears. And it's a little bit off. I didn't mean to make it a little bit off, but it just got that way. And this one here, I don't think I'll put the round, yeah, okay, so that's connected to the chair. I don't exactly know how a bicycle works, but I've seen some bicycles. I've ridden a bicycle. My chain used to slip off, and that's annoying when your chain slips off. You're really flying down the road, and then all of a sudden your feet start spinning and the bike doesn't move forward. Your chain slipped off, so then you gotta put your chain back on. So we connect these with the chain. And you can even put little notches in the chain if you want. My notches don't usually look too great. So let's make this bar a little thicker. And we're gonna do a tire now. Big goofy tire for this one, but you can draw any kind of tire you like. And the tire, you can put little treads on it too, just like that chain has gears. This is a good climbing bike. It's going to climb up a mountain all by itself. Yeah. And there's a line that goes from here to that spoke. And you can even make the bike white if you want to. Well, I came up a little too high. But the seat's going to be just right on top of that rhombus. But another cartoony challenge would be to draw a bicycle, but not have it just be black. Black makes it a little easier, because you don't have to worry about your shapes overlapping and what goes in front of what, you know. Big goofy tire. All right. And this one doesn't have a gear on it in the front. I don't know what that is. I guess that's yeah, it's just the wheel. But okay, so here's the tire. And the spokes. Alright, now let's erase. This is going to be the fun part. We're going to erase the pencil lines. Hopefully it's dry enough now. Might want to give it a little bit of time before you erase, or you might smudge it. Actually, while I'm waiting for it to dry, put that little bear ears on there. Oh, I forgot to do the wheels. What am I thinking? There's a wheel. I mean, not the wheels. Wheels. Yeah, that's right. Wheels. And there's another wheel. A foot on the wheel. Pedals. That's what the word I'm thinking of, not wheels. Yeah, I would like it better if this pedal was back here, because it looks a little, there's too much covering up that leg. But if it was moving, if it was animation, it wouldn't be a problem, because everything would be moving. But just for a single drawing, I like to be able to make everything clear. But I wish that leg was back this way a little bit. That's okay though. I want to show you the sketch that I did before, where I have the leg back. I think it looks a lot better. Would you like to see? I'll show you. Yeah, I'll just Okay, see, there it is, right there. Okay, it's time to erase. Let's wait to erase those ears to the end because they might still be a little wet. Artists always use separate erasers from the pencils, but that's something that I don't really need to do. But if I had a pencil with a nice eraser on the end, I think I would like that better, because then you can just do it so quick without having to say, where'd that eraser get to? Or you can just not lose your eraser. There you are. There's a bear on a bicycle. Let's give him a little road to be on, huh? Beautiful. Thank you for tuning in today. I hope your bear on a bicycle turned out great.